Okay, it's big reveal day. Fang has been gone for 2.5 months, and I caught up on all of my winter chores, like months of them, which means 2 properties, stacking firewood, doing repairs, and getting both properties ready for winter, which means painting and scraping and sealing and sidewalk cracks and covering things up. And then I wanted to do some stuff to the house. I've always disliked the bedroom. It has weird architecture, and it just always felt cold and kind of ugly. Even when I put art in it, it still felt ugly, which is really weird because usually when I know what kind of lipstick to put on a pig to make it beautiful. So I had a vision, and I built up the gumption, and the magical thing happened when you're a creative person. Inspiration and energy and confidence all have to line up like some incredible celestial event to make big projects happen. That being said, the bed was missing the headboard. I'd bought this set of furniture in an antique store in Los Angeles for like $250, 15 years ago, I want to say, somewhere around then. And it's a really great furniture set, and it was actually made here in America, in North Carolina, by one of those really great old furniture builders. And but the headboard was missing from the bed because I had that electronic bed, and it kept going backwards and catching the headboard and lifting it up, and then it would just drop it at some point. And yeah, that was really peaceful. And couldn't attach the headboard to the bed because it didn't have your traditional bed frame, because it's one of those fancy beds. And so I just took the headboard and threw it in storage. And then the mirror that went along with the dresser was still in storage. Because of my chronic fatigue, there's just all kinds of things that just weren't right. And now that I'm feeling a little better, because I figured out that the doctor had given me some medication to help me sleep, that I was actually having a bunch of side effects that was exacerbating the fatigue and dizziness, etc. Yeah, I love doctors. I stopped taking the medicine, and I just woke up and I was like, oh my God, these lampshades don't even match in this room. They're not even the same size. It's like, where the hell has Riddle been? So now that I have babbled, I want to tell you I had this vision, and it's kind of a gift to myself too, for the holidays and for the house. And I'm really enjoying this room now. So let's go. So the bedding is all new. Thanks, Tony Bahama. This is the mirror that was in storage that I told you about, but this was the project. And it was really terrifying to do, but a lot of fun. But I definitely got some amazing therapy for my neck, because unlike everyone else who's got cell phone neck, now I have the opposite from being on ladders and having my head crooked backwards. And yeah, a lot of pain came with that. A lot of pain and like semi-sleepless nights, adjusting to having my head crooked back for weeks and weeks up on a ladder for hours and hours. So the bluebird was actually black in the photograph. And I thought, what a magnificent creature. But your color's all wrong. So I reimagined it in this macaw blue. And then there's all kinds of things hidden in here. I had a friend over the other day showing it to them, giving them the preview, and they were kind of blown away. And I said, hey, do you see the snake? And she looked and she looked and she looked, and then she finally gave up. But there's the tree snake right there. And the cool thing about this project is that it will, I'm just gonna keep adding to it. The spider web is actually in metallic, so it disappears at different angles and then will reappear. And some of these species are real and some of them are imagined, but now it's a totally different space. So because this was so dramatic, I didn't want to do the entire room and overwhelm the space, but I did want to balance it out. So I balanced out the design over on this side of the room. And another cool thing about this mural is it presents differently and beautifully depending on the light. And I know that sounds really obvious, but it really does because of the way the clouds were done. But I think as the months and year go on, I'm going to keep adding animals and insects and other details. So in the end, it's going to be like really, really quite a masterpiece. I really don't consider myself to be a painter, honestly. I'm very insecure about painting. So that was another cool thing about doing this project, is that I had a chance to warm up some skills and learn some things along the way, which was really nice. And, you know, it's always good to grow through doing something instead of just reading about it or observing it. And so that's it. So I'm going to do a follow-up video because this is going to be a complete surprise for Fung. And I will share that with you later. I hope you enjoyed this. I love being in this room now, laying in this bed, and it feels like nature, like the jungle is just, it's like looking over me, protecting me, hugging me. It's just such a cool space now. All right, bye.